The King is a 2019 epic war film directed by David Michôd, based on several plays from William Shakespeare's Henriette. The film focuses on the rise of Henry V as king after his father dies, as he also must navigate palace politics, the war his father left behind, and the emotional strings of his past life. In the 15th century, Henry V, Timothy Chalamet, is the ne'er-do-well son of King Henry IV, Ben Mendelsohn, who spends most of his days drinking and carousing with his friend John Falstaff, Joel Edgerton. Henry IV is ill and dying, and declares that his younger son Thomas, Dean Charles Chapman, shall be king upon his death instead of Henry. Henry wants nothing to do with it anyway. When a rebellion led by Percy, Tom Glyn Carney, rises up against Henry IV, the very young Thomas leads a battalion to fight it. Henry V, disliking war and fearing for his brother, implores him to let him challenge Percy to a one-on-one duel to avoid bloodshed. Thomas does not want to, but Percy accepts and Henry kills him in a duel, quashing the rebellion. Leaving Thomas feeling upstaged. Later, William Gascoigne, Sean Harris, one of the king's most right-hand advisors, comes to Henry to tell him that Thomas continued his battalion and died in battle, and the king is dying imminently. He dies and Henry becomes king. At his coronation, he is given gifts from all over the world, one of which he re-gifts to his close cousin Cambridge, Edward Ashley. His sister Philippa, Thomasin Mackenzie, warns him to be wary of those in his inner circle. The gift from France is a ball, which his court feels is mocking him and calling him a child. Various people around Henry keep talking up a war with France, which he has no interest in. Eventually, William brings to him a French assassin who says he was sent by the King of France to kill Henry. Meanwhile, Cambridge and another ally go to William with their concerns about Henry's leadership. Henry has them beheaded and declares war with France. Unsure of who he can trust, he asks Falstaff, a former soldier, to join his council. They take their army to France, taking early strongholds. The Dauphin, Robert Pattinson, Prince of France, meets Henry for a summit, where instead of surrendering he viciously insults and taunts Henry. Later, the Dauphin executes several British children in a message to Henry. Enraged, he orders all the French prisoners executed, but Falstaff talks him down. The British come upon a massive French army. Henry is advised to turn around and retreat as the odds are against them, but Falstaff believes they can win, because rain is expected, and the French will have to come downhill, causing them and their horses to slip in the mud with their armor dragging them down. Henry decides if it rains, they will go to war, which it does. Falstaff decides to lead the first wave out, which Henry doesn't want him to do, but Falstaff says because it is his plan he must lead the troops out. Henry meets one more time with the Dauphin, and asks him to fight him one-on-one to spare the lives of their men. The Dauphin wants an unequivocal surrender from Henry, and so the battle begins. When it's time for the second wave, Henry gives a rousing speech and leads them into battle. Once much carnage has taken place, the Dauphin enters and accepts the battle-worn Henry's challenge. When he attempts to fight him, his armor weighs him down into the mud, and Henry signals to his men to take him, which they do, killing him. After winning, Henry finds Falstaff's body on the battlefield. Henry meets with the King of France, he surrenders. In order to make peace between their nations, he offers Henry the hand of his daughter, Catherine, Lily Rose Depp. Before they get married, Catherine roughly questions Henry on why he made all the bloodshed of war happen, He tells her that his father tried to assassinate him, which she denies. He confronts William, realizing that he faked the assassination attempt in order to get Henry to take France. William, on his knees, says he got Henry a united England like he wanted. Henry stabs him, killing him. He returns to Catherine and asks her to promise to always be straight with him, and she agrees. The King premiered at the 76th Venice International Film Festival on 2 September 2019, and was released digitally via Netflix on the 11th of October 2019. The film received generally favorable reviews from film critics but was criticized by historians for its inaccuracy to both the original plays and historical reality.